What's up, everyone? Ask Hatch Questions is here. Today we got two awesome questions, and we're going to have Yehoshua provide both of them today. So, what do we got?
Lisa from JJ Hot Mama Salsa says, how do I ship for a fresh made to order refrigerated product?
All right, so JJ's Hot Mama Salsa is a 5-product line of fresh made to order salsas that are looking to distribute. So right now Lisa makes it and then delivers it by hand, basically by driving from place to place. And so that's worked, but I think time is becoming a difficult thing to get back in this situation. So she's looking for a way to get that stuff out. So here's what I would do: outsource, right? So your problem is a problem that not everyone in the world or so that everyone in the world who's doing this has figured out, right? And so instead of trying to figure it out yourself, go and try and find people that are already delivering already fresh made to order things, right? So every restaurant has food delivered, right? Is there extra capacity on that? Could you do what a lot of gyms do, where they provide a refrigerator and you take that that thing that needs to be refrigerated and put that into their refrigerator? If you look at a lot of CrossFit gyms, they deliver 5, 10, 15 meals a week, and they put it in a refrigerator, and then people come in and move that. So they take care of all the logistics and the pain there. So what I recommend is outsourcing that thing. So stop trying to figure out how to do it yourself, and instead try and find a courier, try and find a gym, or find a place that would take your inventory and distribute it so that people have a place where they can pick it up. Because right now, you driving around from place to place, and specifically in 2 regions where you are, in Arkansas and in Hampton Roads, those are pretty big regions, and for you to have to be doing more driving than actually, billing or making more salsa or selling, you want to be focusing on that. So outsource. So find a company that is already delivering things like that, or can accept things like that, so that those people can come there. Also, don't be afraid to charge for shipping. If you have something that people want, they will be willing to pay for those things. I recently bought a product, and the shipping was a decent amount of money, and it was for a food item, and guess what? I needed it, I wanted it, and so I paid the money to do it. Don't be afraid that if your cost is $20 to ship, that you can't charge that $20 to do that. Even if you break even on that, make sure that you don't lose money just to get it to that person. All right, Lisa, best of luck. Question number 2.
Johnnie says, I am starting a company selling a consumer good, a stand-up desk to be more specific. I have a partner taking care of the business end, and I'm doing the design and development part, in which I have experience. However, it is a fairly complex design. It will take me a few months to complete by myself, maybe less. Should I find someone and offer them equity? What about crowdfunding?
So it's a stand-up desk, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So love stand-up desk. Actually just bought a stand-up desk made out of cardboard recently that the guy from, I think, Hootsuite created. So Johnny, best of luck with this. Would love to check it out once you're ready. Here's what I would say. Partners are very difficult, right? And so before you get a partner, I know you already have one, but before you give equity away to someone else, make sure that person is actually going to help you. Make sure that what you're good at is actually complementary to what they can do. And so you have to be very careful when doing this. And so what I would recommend doing actually is not finding a partner, but is building kind of a prototype of the stand-up desk and start getting it out there, right? It might not be super polished, but you'll learn what people are actually doing. So, I'm someone who would want to have a stand-up desk. So find people that would be willing to buy, and make sure they buy a prototype basically at your cost, and see what they learn from it. Once you do that, you then have 5 or 10 customers. I recommend that whenever you're trying to validate something from a prototype, try and get 10 customers, and make sure that those 10 customers aren't your mom and dad and your best friends, because most of the time those are not your typical customer. So manufacture the product in a prototype kind of way. So, go to the store, get the products that's needed to do it, and then try and sell one. Once you sell one, try and sell another one, and another one, and another one. And so if it costs you $50 in raw material to make, sell it for $50 to do it, and see what you learn from that. Then from there, if you want to go down the crowdfunding route, that's fine, but you have a product that's already there and an already existing database of people that are buying. Then you can use the crowdfunding piece to manufacture a bigger line of that. But I think a lot of times people think, a year down the line or 2 years down the line instead of what can I do today? And so instead of giving up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% of your company for someone that has $20,000 to $100,000 to help you get going, you actually build a little bit of it, figure out what you learned from that, and start kind of building the business side of it. And so before you actually go and exchange cash for equity, I fully recommend you to try and test out the market first to make sure that this is what people are looking for, that you can actually get it to them and see what they're looking for. And then once you do that, you will have kind of an inventory and a database of people that are looking for it, and you might even be able to do it from pre-sales so that you don't even have to ever have an investor. So prototype, get it out there, find 10 people that are willing to buy it at least cost of the goods. Number 2, once that goes well, learn from what they liked and don't like from that. Then you can take that and do a Kickstarter from it and see what you learn from that. All these things are very difficult, but I think the more you get in front of the people that are potentially your target audience, the more likely you are to succeed in what you're doing. So Johnny, thank you so much. Would love to test out one of the stand-up desks as well once you have a prototype ready. Thank you, Yehoshua, for reading those questions. And if you guys have questions, all you have to do is comment in the comments or send us an email. Would love to help you guys out. This is Ask Hatch Questions. We'll see you soon. Bye.